This is On Tilt Trading. Let's review my trade today on DOGECOIN. First, let's put my charts into perspective. This area is a candlestick area. These gray vertical bars that you see are is a volume profile. This is a slow stochastic indicator. Down here, this is the MACD. These purple lines that you see here, these are Camarilla pivot points. This is Camarilla pivot S3. This is Camarilla pivot S3, and this is Camarilla pivot S4. Also this blue line that you're seeing here, right here. This is the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 15-minute chart, and this is the 1-minute chart. This trade idea was an S4 to an S6 traverse. And we'll zoom in here on the daily, and I'll show you what I see. So here on the daily chart, we can see it's too early to get a volume profile, but volume's not been very high in DOGECOIN for the past couple of days, and we can see some consolidation here in this price action. Here on the slow stochastic, we can see that we're headed towards an overbought condition. We can see increasing buyer momentum, and the MACD is trading above the average, but we are well below this 200 EMA here. And up here on the daily, what got my attention on this particular currency pair is this morning, here in this candle here, DOGECOIN sold below the S4 level here. So based on my trading strategy, which is based on my trading system, which is based off the Camarilla pivot system, pivot points, any price action of a currency pair that sells below the S4 level would be good for a short. So when I took this, or just seeing this morning, and also looking at the technicals, so we can see here this elevated volume profile in this candle where DOGECOIN sold off below the S4 level. We can see the slow stochastic is in an oversold condition, and we can see sellers in control, gaining momentum with the MACD here, putting a gap in between the average. So this is showing strong selling right here at the open company, or right here this morning, or at least well before the open here in pre-market to the U.S. Open. Increased volume or high volume, and then these conditions of being oversold and seller momentum, and the MACD difference being negative here. So these things all look good for a short, especially here at the S4 level. And here we get pullback. You can see from this particular point, I set a Fibonacci level here. And in my pre-market analysis video, I was complaining about how far DOGECOIN had to pull back in order to get an entry. That was because I was quite impatient. We can see here I take an entry here along with the other currency pairs I traded, Ethereum and DOT, especially with Ethereum. I got in early with Ethereum. FOMO got the better of me this morning, but I wound up getting stopped out here. We can see we're headed towards overbought conditions. We've got really good buyer momentum, and the MACD is positive here when I take the entry. So trying to take it on pullback somewhere around this 0.68 and 0.764 level. I get stopped out on this entry here. So I retake my entry right here in this next candle, and this is where we get the sell-off. Another issue I was having this morning is everything that I was looking at was trading above this 200 EMA here on the 15. What I like to see is price action below the 200 EMA if I'm going to go short, or above if I'm going to go long. But with pullback on this particular currency pair and the rest of them, if you're taking trades near the 200 EMA, it won't be perfect where you can catch them under all the time. And we can see here this one, this candle here that initiated the trade idea, closed below. We can see here closing below. We can see here closing below. Showing some weakness, but also this candle closes below as well. So as the price action consolidates in this area, and we can see it's in between the range here of S4 and S3. So the price action stays within this range, whatever it does. And we can see here we break out of the range, or break down here in the range, sell off. And I'll zoom out here. You can see I'm able to hit profit target down here for a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. We can also see the increased volume here on this candle. We can see the increased volume on this candle here as the sell-off continued, and potentially here DOGECOIN is set for another leg down, potentially, but this here is the S4, here is the S6 level where I was able to take profits. This could potentially sell off to a lower level, but we'll have to, or at least I've hit my target for this particular currency pair. So I'm not looking to take another trade, but it could head down to an S8 or an S10 level. Down here is all possible, but I've hit my profit target on DOGECOIN for today. So this is my trade on DOGECOIN, and this is On Tilt Trading. We'll see you next time.